Hi, I'm Noah Gershman with QU Media, here with Antonio Medrano, a junior nursing major at Quincy University. Tony, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you having me on today.
Yeah, it's nice to have you. So, what drew you into Quincy University?
I would say a lot of it has to do with kind of like my high school experience. It was a smaller school, and I graduated with like 125 or so. So no classes were really above 30, 40. 30 would probably be a lot, actually. And so, just kind of, I heard about the school through a couple buddies who came here the year before. They graduated a year before me. And so they just kind of told me about it. I ended up taking a visit because I heard that the nursing program was really good here, and so I came on a nursing visit day. And so after that, I just kind of got a tour of the campus, got a tour of some classrooms, got a tour of the BRCN campus, and I ended up, I think, touring like maybe one other school or visiting another school. But after that, I kind of made my mind on the spot here. Um, I knew, I liked the small school aspect. At a lot of other schools, you're just a number, and here I felt like I could really build a relationship with my professors and stuff like that. Um, and so I guess it would just be my buddies who kind of came here before me.
With the small school atmosphere, what are you enjoying most about that?
Something I enjoy most is like I kind of look around and I kind of know everybody or most people. It's I've never really found a hard time making friends anywhere, but I feel like in a smaller school you just get more opportunity to run into people and see them more often. Maybe see them at the caf or maybe in some classes and stuff. And so I felt like it was really easy to kind of find some people and form some connections between you. Um, and so I think that would probably be like my favorite thing about the school.
I know that the Blessing Raymond College of Nursing is also partnering with John Wood.
Yep.
Are you able to build a nice relationship with John Wood students as well as your QU peers?
Yeah, so they actually partner through QU, John Wood, and Culver Stockton, and so I've found that some of my like really good friends from the nursing program have been people who go to Culver and go to John Wood. Of course, I have my friends here that I met freshman year and stuff because you don't meet the other people until about like sophomore year. But yeah, I have found that I've been able to form some connections with them and just kind of get along over school stuff, study together, and stuff like that.
Outside of your fellow students, how do you see the small school atmosphere help with your professors?
So as far as like my professors go, I felt like I've gotten to form like that connection with them where I know them, they know me. It's more than just let me pull up who you are on my computer real quick. Like they know who you are, they remember like experiences that you had with them, and so you're kind of just kind of like how students here, you're able to run into people more often with your professors. You get more face to face time with them, and so I felt like that's kind of helped me a lot as far as communication with my professors, letting them know what's going on in my life, if I can't get something done, if I need more time, or if I need to turn something in early. And I feel like with that small school atmosphere from both QU and BRCN, it's easier for them to keep an eye on you and to know when something's going on, or to just kind of know who you are and be able to be like, this guy turns stuff in all the time, like something's got to be going on, and that kind of extends to the academic advisors too. I found that they've been really helpful with that stuff.
What has been your favorite part about BRCN?
My favorite part about BRCN would probably be my clinicals. I really enjoy my time spent with with like my patients and stuff. It's nice to, after your freshman year and sophomore year, you start to get clinicals, and then junior year you have more time in there, and then you have more clinicals more often. And so I like being able to, while I'm in school, be able to do some hands-on stuff and be able to experience what I'm learning in class at the same time that I'm learning it. I found that that's been really helpful. One, for learning, you can relate to or draw kind of past experiences that you've had in clinical to your tests that you're taking, and then it's really cool to learn stuff and then realize that you've learned about it while you're taking care of that sort of patient in clinical.
Do you have any stories from clinical that you might want to share?
My first clinical, actually, I had an older patient, and I don't remember exactly what they were in for, but probably about 15 minutes into the clinical, we had just gotten a report, we had just gotten in the room, and at this point, you're still partnered up with somebody, and I happened to be partnered up with two other students because just kind of like how the numbers paired out. And about 15 minutes in, we were trying to get that patient up to go to the bathroom because they didn't want to sit down in their bed and use a commode or a Texas hat. And so they were sitting up, and they had just gotten like a hip fracture or something. And what I remember is I was helping them kind of sit up, and as I was helping them sit up, I had my hand on their back, and I just kind of felt like I was holding more and more of their weight, and to the point where I felt like I was completely holding them up. And so I ended up telling the instructor who was in the room, it was either the instructor or the RN, but I told them, I said, hey, like I think I'm holding up all of their weight right now. And so we guided them kind of back down into the bed, laying down, and the RN, she did like a sternal rub to try and stimulate them, see if they would kind of wake up from it. And the patient really didn't kind of come up at all. So on my first clinical, within like 15-20 minutes in, there was a rapid response team came in, and then I got to follow that patient not only throughout the process of rapid response, got to watch a Foley catheter be put in, got to watch them go down to, I think they were getting an MRI or something, but basically got to take them down to lab, take them down to x-ray, and do all that kind of stuff, and it was really, really cool.
Sounds like a stressful experience, but it also sounds like you've learned a lot.
Yeah, I have. It's kind of exponential. Like, you don't realize how much you've learned until you look back, and just, in conversations with family or conversations with other people, like in the course, you realize just from people who are younger than you in the course, how much more you know and how much more in depth you know stuff, and you're kind of able to help them as well, and just kind of like the way that people older than you will help you. And so it's kind of crazy to realize like just how much you learn in such a short amount of time.
All right, Tony, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.